Imagine for a moment you enter a room and without saying a single word, something extraordinary happens. It's as if the air itself changes its density. Conversations gradually diminish. Some people stop mid-sentence. Others unconsciously adjust their posture. You notice peripheral glances in your direction, some curious, others uneasy, as if your mere presence had activated something within them that they cannot explain. Have you experienced this? That moment when your simple presence seems to create invisible waves of energy that touch every person in the environment. It's not something you do consciously. There's nothing in your external appearance that justifies such a reaction. It's something deeper, more subtle, more powerful. Perhaps you've tried to ignore these situations in the past. Maybe you've even blamed yourself, thinking you were doing something wrong. But let me tell you something important. You're not doing anything wrong. In fact, you're doing something extraordinarily right. This is the invisible power of your spiritual energy, and if you've experienced something similar, it's very likely that you're one of the chosen ones. But let's clarify something crucial. Here, being chosen isn't about superiority or special privilege. It's about responsibility, purpose, and a unique type of energy that you carry, a vibration that operates at a different frequency than most people. Being chosen is like carrying a unique radio frequency in a world tuned to conventional channels. It's not better or worse, it's different. And that difference has a profound purpose. You carry an energy that serves as a catalyst for transformation, even if you don't consciously realize it. Think of a raw diamond. It's not more special than other stones by itself, but it has the unique potential to reflect and refract light in extraordinary ways. Similarly, your energy has the potential to reflect and amplify deeper truths, even when this causes initial discomfort in others. Your presence is like a subtle but undeniable gravitational field. It's not related to your physical appearance, your clothes, or your social status. It's something more fundamental, more essential. When you walk into a room, people feel it before they see it. It's as if you carry a kind of energetic signature that resonates on a subconscious level with everyone around you. This presence manifests itself in many ways. In the way silence seems to carry more weight when you're present. In the way people unconsciously turn toward you, even when you're not speaking. In the way your words, even the simplest ones, seem to carry a deeper meaning. In the way your gaze seems to pierce through superficial layers and touch something deeper. In people, you may notice that even in casual situations, like shopping or waiting in line, people respond to your presence in subtle but noticeable ways. Some may feel compelled to start deep conversations with you, sharing intimate aspects of their lives for no apparent reason. Your energy works like a powerful magnetic field. It naturally attracts or repels people, rarely leaving room for indifference. It is as if you are a catalyst for people's inner truth, bringing out what is hidden within them, and for those ready for growth and transformation. They feel inexplicably drawn to your presence. They find clarity and inspiration through your interactions. They experience deep insights just by being around you. They feel safe to be their authentic selves in your presence. And for those resistant to change, they may feel inexplicably uncomfortable. They may react defensively for no apparent reason. They may try to create distance or avoid deep interactions. They may feel their own fears and insecurities amplified in your presence. Being frequently misunderstood is one of the most challenging experiences for someone with high spiritual energy. It's like speaking an ancient language in a modern world. The words may be the same, but the meaning and depth are different. You may experience people interpreting your intensity as aggressiveness, your sensitivity being seen as weakness, your depth being mistaken for melancholy, your authenticity being perceived as eccentricity. This misunderstanding often leads to moments of profound loneliness, even in the midst of groups, questioning your place in the world, challenges in personal and professional relationships, a constant search for people who speak your language. Your intuition is not just a sixth sense, it's like a highly sophisticated radar that picks up on the subtlest frequencies of human interactions. You don't just hear words, you sense intentions. You don't just see expressions, you sense the emotions hidden behind them. This ability manifests itself as an immediate understanding of the dynamics in any environment, a clear perception of inconsistencies between words and actions, a natural ability to sense the unexpressed needs of others, an ability to anticipate events and situations before they manifest. Your relationship with social norms is unique. It is not a conscious rebellion, but a natural inability to accept artificial limitations. It is as if you can see through the matrix of social conventions and perceive a broader, more authentic reality. This manifests itself through a natural questioning of established traditions and practices, a tendency to create your own paths and solutions, a natural resistance to arbitrary limitations, an ability to inspire others to question their own limitations. Now that you have a better understanding of how your energy affects the world around you, it's time to talk about something equally important: how to truly embrace the power that lies within you. For a long time, you may have tried to dim your light, to reduce your intensity, to make yourself smaller so that others would feel more comfortable in your presence. It's a common pattern among the chosen, this tendency to apologize for their very existence, to try to take up less energetic space in the world. But think for a moment. What if every time you dimmed your light, you are not only betraying yourself, but also depriving the world of something essential? Every time you tried to make yourself smaller, it was like placing a veil over a lighthouse, the lighthouse that could be guiding others through the darkness of their own doubts and fears. Your energy is not an accident. It's not a mistake by the universe that needs to be corrected or softened. It's a deliberate force, carefully calibrated for exactly the kind of impact the world needs right now. When you walk into a room and people feel uncomfortable, it's not because there's something wrong with you. It's because your presence is gently disturbing the slumber of their sleeping consciousness. Think of a stagnant pond. When you throw a pebble into it, the surface ripples, the waters move, the stagnation is broken. Your energy is like that pebble. It creates necessary ripples in waters that have long needed movement. Some people may resist this movement at first, just as the surface of the water resists the first impact of the pebble. But this resistance is a natural part of the process of transformation. Have you ever noticed how some of the most profound conversations in your life have happened unplanned? How seemingly strangers feel compelled to share their most intimate secrets with you? This happens because your energy creates a safe space for truth to emerge. It's as if you carry a bubble of authenticity with you that invites others to be more truthful with themselves. But with this gift comes a responsibility. It's not enough to simply allow your energy to exist. You need to learn to consciously work with it. This starts with recognizing that your sensitivity is not a weakness, but a sophisticated tool of perception. When you feel the energy of a room or a person with such intensity, you are not being too sensitive. You are receiving valuable information that others may not be privy to. Imagine yourself as a finely tuned musical instrument. While some may hear only the basic notes of life's melody, you pick up on the subtle harmonies, the hidden counterpoints, the nuances that give the music depth. This sensitivity allows you to navigate the world with a deeper understanding, but it also requires a greater level of self-care and awareness. It's crucial to understand that your impact on the world does not depend on you doing something extraordinary or grand. Sometimes it's in the silence of your presence that your energy does its most profound work. It's how you listen without judgment, how you hold space for others to process their emotions, how you stay centered in your truth, even when the world feels chaotic. When you begin to truly embrace the depth of your energy, a new question emerges. How do you keep that light shining bright without burning out? It's like carrying a sacred flame. It needs to be protected and nurtured, but it also needs to be given space to grow and expand naturally. The key is finding the balance between giving and receiving, between being present for others and being present for yourself. Many chosen ones spend years, sometimes decades, trying to find this balance. You may recognize yourself in this pattern times when you've given so much to others that you become completely exhausted, followed by periods of isolation needed to recharge. It's like a dance between giving and receiving, and over time, you learn the steps that work best for you. Think of your energy as a deep well. Yes, there's plenty of water to share, but the well needs to be regularly replenished. Every person you meet, every situation you face, every environment you enter, all draw from this water. And while it's nice to be able to offer this resource to the world, it's essential to keep the well full. How do you replenish this well? The answer is unique to each person, but it often involves moments of conscious solitude. It's not just about being alone, it's about being truly present with yourself. It might be during a walk in nature, where the whispering of the trees seems to speak directly to your soul. It might be during moments of meditation, when you feel your energy naturally realigning. It might be through art, music, writing, any activity that allows your energy to flow freely without the need to adapt to the frequencies of others. And speaking of adapting to the frequencies of others, that brings us to a crucial point: boundaries. When your energy is naturally attuned to the needs and emotions of others, it can be challenging to set and maintain healthy boundaries. It's as if you can feel everyone's pain, carry the weight of every sad story, absorb every heavy energy you encounter. But setting boundaries isn't about building walls, it's about creating doors. Doors that you can open when appropriate and close when necessary. It's about learning to say no with love, about consciously choosing where and how your energy will be invested. It's not selfishness, it's essential self-preservation that allows you to continue to be a beacon of light for others. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to naturally drain your energy, while others amplify it? It's important to recognize these patterns and make conscious choices about your interactions. This doesn't mean avoiding challenging people or situations altogether. It means approaching them with more awareness and preparation. A key part of working with your energy is learning to trust your intuition without second thoughts. How many times have you felt something strongly, ignored it, and later discovered that your initial intuition was correct? Your ability to sense beyond the visible is not a coincidence or imagination. It's a sophisticated tool for navigating the energetic world. Sometimes your intuition may seem irrational or illogical at first. You may feel a strong urge to call someone specific, take a different route home, or postpone a seemingly simple decision. These impressions are not random, they are your energy responding to patterns and possibilities that your conscious mind has not yet fully processed. As you learn to trust your intuition more, something interesting happens. Synchronicities increase. It's as if the universe begins to align more clearly with your intentions. You begin to notice meaningful patterns, coincidental encounters that seem perfectly orchestrated, and moments of clarity that arrive exactly when they are needed. But with this increased awareness and power also comes greater responsibility. Your energy doesn't just affect you, it creates ripples that touch countless lives, often in ways you may never directly know. That's why it's so important to keep your frequency aligned with love, compassion, and truth. Dear chosen ones, as we come to the end of this journey of self-discovery, remember, your energy is a gift not only to you, but to the entire world. Every moment you choose to shine your authentic light, you inspire others to do the same. If you resonated with these words, if something inside you stirred or awakened during this message, know that it was no accident. You are guided here for a greater reason, and this is just the beginning of an even deeper journey of spiritual discovery and growth. To continue exploring these teachings and receive more guidance on how to manifest your true spiritual potential. I invite you to join our community. Click the subscribe button now, turn on the notification bell, and become part of a family of awakened souls who are transforming the world through their inner light. Please like this video if it touched your heart, share it with those you feel need to hear this message, and leave a comment on how your spiritual energy has impacted your life and the lives of others. Your story may be just what someone needs to read today. I deeply appreciate you taking the time and energy to share this moment with me. Remember, you are more powerful than you know, more loved than you realize, and more needed than you will ever know. See you in the next video, where we will continue our journey of spiritual expansion and awakening together. Until then, keep your light shining brightly.